Welcome to another episode of Mom Powers. Today I have with me a fabulous collection of moms, and we are going to talk about what it's like to be an organized mom. But before we dive into that conversation, I would like to take a moment to thank the Ohio University Women's Center. That's where we are filming today. And I would like to thank our all-lady film crew that's doing all the behind-the-scenes work for us today. So without any further ado, let me introduce our guests. We'll start down here with Mrs. Amanda Graham. She is a repeat guest on our show, so thank you for being here today, Amanda.
Thank you for asking.
Amanda is a mother of 4 children, who their ages range from 2.5 to 14. And Amanda is also a full-time employee here at Ohio University and a student at Ohio University. So I would imagine for you, having some strategies around organization is key to your survival, right? And in the middle we have Miss Ann Bonadino, mother of 2 children, Carmela, who is in kindergarten, and little Emmy, toddler, 2.5 now. And Ann has one of the hardest jobs on the planet. She is a full-time stay-at-home mom. Yeah. And I was a full-time stay-at-home mom myself for 6+ years, so I know your time is not your own.
It's not.
Ever.
It really isn't.
And then we have here Miss Kelly Shayne, Mrs. Kelly Shayne. She's a mother of 2 daughters, Annalise and Julia, and they are in 2nd and 6th grade. And Kelly, you work here at Ohio University as well. We've worked together. And I remember in one meeting in particular, she came in and was like, you know, when you're a working outside the home mom, especially if you're part-time, which I am. Are you still part-time?
3/4.
3/4 time. You've got to keep your nose to the grindstone and work fast and hard. You don't have time for the fun chit-chat around the office because you got to get in and get out and get your stuff done. So yeah. So these are our guests for today. So let's dive in and talk about how you stay organized. I'd like to start with a discussion on school mornings. So tell me, at home, is it that everybody's up on time, they know what they need to do, they do their thing, and they're standing tall ready to go at the door 5 minutes ahead of time with coats on and backpacks, right? Is that what it's like? No. So who wants to go first? Tell me what it's like at home on school mornings. Anne?
Mine's pretty hectic.
Yeah.
Our youngest likes to be up super early. Our oldest likes to sleep in till late as possible.
So what's super early?
If she could, she'd wake up at 6 a.m., but I refuse to get up that early because then she is haywire at the end of it. Yeah. And my husband and I definitely like to sleep in. So we have 3 that are not ready to get up and 1 that's ready to get up. Once they get up, they're great. They get going. There is a few arguments here and there. Our youngest now takes her clothes off for us. So that's been a bit of a challenge to keep everything contained, but they know their routine. They're very well scheduled kids.
Are they?
They
That's
like
great.
to they function very well with the schedule. If they didn't have a schedule, my kids are very cranky.
Okay. So what is your schedule?
We get up, everyone goes to the bathroom, everyone brushes their teeth, gets dressed, then they all come out to the kitchen. They eat waffles on the fly, drink on the fly, and it's mostly me telling them, please continue to eat your food and do stuff while I make lunch and get everything ready. But they pretty much sit there until the very last second to get their shoes on. And that's where we're usually running out the door.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's hectic.
Yeah.
But we usually fly pretty quick out the door.
Yeah. So you usually follow that same pattern?
Yep. Yeah, and yesterday we had to change our schedule because I had to take Carmela to the doctor, and my youngest was beside herself. She had to eat her breakfast in the car because we had to leave. She didn't like it. She came home and she threw herself on the ground. I just ruined the whole morning. So yeah, that's pretty much our same schedule, and my husband just fills in when he needs to.
Okay. All right. So for the most part, though, it's you making all that happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He takes care of himself, and he gets out the door, and
well, that's good. He can take care of himself without your assistance. How about you, Kelly? What's it like at your house in school mornings? Because you've got girls that are a little older now.
Yeah.
So does that make it better or worse?
Better.
Okay.
It's better. We don't really have a schedule. We have things they have to do before they leave, and we remind. It starts with reminders to do it. By the end, we're yelling one word at them, like shoes, shoes, shoes.
Okay.
But they know the tasks they have to do, and we don't have a routine because some mornings I'm there, some mornings my husband's there,
Okay.
and we have different styles.
Okay.
His is probably better than mine. It's more effective. But we just, now that they're older, we let them figure out what order they want to do stuff in. They just know they have to pack their lunch from certain bins we have left out. It works for the older kid. The younger kid, you have to stand there and tell her remove the granola bar from the bin and put it in the box. But it's training.
Okay.
But they can pick when they do it.
Okay. So at what age did that start to happen?
A couple years ago,
Yeah.
Around second grade, our oldest was ready to make her lunch and kind of take care of herself. She gets up very early, so she has lots of time.
Okay.
Our second grader now is not quite ready for self-care or getting herself ready, but everyone's different.
Okay.
Yeah. So we tried schedules. We're not schedule people.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of discipline.
Yes.
That we don't always have because we're tired and running, and there are things we forgot about, and oh yeah, I have homework, and did you sign this? And
Yeah.
so now we just have a list of things to get done.
Okay.
However,
So you have a list.
Well,
Like a checklist, or
we tried having actual lists. That didn't work either. We have the basics. You have to lower your standards, figure out the basics. Have we brushed our teeth? Have we gone to the bathroom? Do we have food and our basic supplies for school? We're good.
All right.
That's all.
Like a mental checklist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this
Mental
point.
checklist.
Or the thing that I yell over and over as we try to get out of the house.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Amanda, before, what's it like?
Well,
I want to mention to our audience out there that your husband is a boat captain, and so he's away from home for extended periods of time due to his work.
Right.
So you're functioning as a single parent.
I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell
Pretty
me
much
about
it.
what it's like when he's away because of work. What's it like on a school morning?
So we're the same. We don't have schedules. We've tried them. It doesn't work. The kids have no normal routine in the morning. My 14-year-old is the only one that wants to get up. The 7 and 11-year-old could sleep until 12 every day if we let them. So mornings are really tough, just constantly reminding them to put your coat on, put your pants on, put your shoes on. You know, it's the same thing every morning, just constantly reminding and getting out the door for the school bus.
Okay.
I mean, our bus driver knows us well enough that he sets and waits on my kids.
Aw, that's nice
So
to do that.
it's really, and then I'll get ready for work, and then I'll wrap the 2-year-old up. She's always still sleeping, so I just wrap her up, put her in the car seat, take her to the sitter, and then come to work.
Okay. All right. So yesterday morning at my house, my kids were refusing to do what they needed to do, which happens very frequently, to get ready for school. And so there we are at the last minute. I'm like, we gotta go. My daughter can't find her other sock. I'm like, well, then you go to school with one sock. I'm sorry, because I had them out for you. I don't know what you did with it. You've had all this time. Now that's your consequence. So that's how she went to school. And so this morning I said, when she was again just wanting to lounge around and not get ready, I'm like, let's remember yesterday morning. Did you like going to school with one sock? No. So let's not have another morning. Like, so that's just kind of a thing that happens. That kind of thing happens like pretty much every morning. It's just this struggle every morning. So
Mornings are
so school
tough.
mornings are stressful. And by the time I get them to school and I'm walking back home, because we walk to school, it's just like this 5 minutes to decompress.
right.
Do you guys get that opportunity?
I don't.
Well, you have Emmy.
Yeah.
Still with you.
Yeah, so
Yes.
she's still with me. She's usually kicking and screaming because she wants to stay at school with her sister, but then she's terrified of everybody, so it's like, okay, I need to like drag you out. Let's go. I can't hang out here all day, but yeah, there's no decompressing for me.
Okay.
She's always there,
They're
which is
always
nice,
there.
but there's no getaway until she naps.
Yes. Nap time is wonderful.
It is.
Yes.